in Grand Tactician Civil War, playing as the Confederacy with an 1863 start late in the war, which is a very challenging start for the Confederacy. And at the end of our last episode, we had a couple of things that were being set up to happen. We've got the Army of Louisiana is trying to close on the Army of the Gulf, which is trying to escape out of Louisiana. And we're kind of chasing after them with the Army of Louisiana with General Gardner in command of that army. Let's continue to move north up here to northern Alabama. And we've still got General Pemberton is trying to get his army back in shape. He is out of provisions and out of food right now, so he's unable to move his army, him and Wheeler's corps. So these two corps here are trying to get in a condition to march, so I want to send them toward Corinth, Mississippi. And I've also got Forrest Cavalry Corps up across the line in Tennessee that is working on a supply depot and is getting prepared to help them as well. But Forrest is also out of supplies and out of provisions. So I'm having a tough little time keeping my armies supplied here. Also down here in Mississippi and northern Louisiana, we've got the Army of Mississippi is trying to clear out General Grant and run him back up into Arkansas and get him out of the area with his 17th Corps here. He's still got a pretty good number of men, but they have been soundly defeated about 3 or 4 times. They've been run out of Mississippi. So we're trying to chase them up the Mississippi River and get them completely out of our hair. Okay, now let's move over to the coast over here, the East Coast. We've got a couple of things going on. We've got the Florida Corps here under General Cobb. They're coming northward up the East Coast, and they're trying to chase after the 10th Corps of Union Army here. That is understaffed and understrength, and they're just trying to stay one step ahead of us. So we got this army chasing after them, and we are trying to. Okay, now over the last, you see right here what we've got right here. Okay, now over the last couple of episodes, I have been pointing out that I haven't seen any of the armies around Washington, and I wasn't sure where the Army of the Potomac was and where the Army of the Cumberland was and where they all were. Well, we finally found out at the end of last episode where they went. They all were shipped down here to North Carolina, and they all unloaded in Wilmington. So now I've got the Army of the Potomac, the full Army of the Potomac down here. I've got the Army of Virginia down here, and I've got the Army of the Cumberland, all down here in Wilmington, North Carolina. So what I decided to do, since they were going to bust a move like that, I figured I might as well go ahead and bust a move too. Because if they're going to pull all of those armies out of the Washington area, then I am going to move the Army of North Virginia into Washington. We're going to start trying to take out these fortresses here. We're going to try and get into Washington, D.C. As quickly as we can. And if we need to pull back and come back down to Richmond, we can. But I'm trying to throw together a force. I am trying to get a force in place to stop all of this. This is a lot of power down here. So I'm trying to get something in place to slow them down here. But I'm not too worried about this. Now, they can threaten Richmond from down here, but I believe I can throw something in their way to at least slow them down. So anyway, that's kind of where we are. That's where we're picking up. So I'm fixing to get time ticking here. And I think our assault on Washington will probably be one of the first things that begins to happen here. I am trying to withdraw General Mercer's corps back away from this mass of men here until I can get him some reinforcements. He is withdrawing. He's withdrawing back toward Raleigh, or toward Fayetteville. I'm trying to get him out of there. And they are coming up the river, so I've got to worry about that as well. They may be trying to get to Raleigh. I may need to pull General Mercer back up toward Raleigh if I can. General Mercer, just get back as quickly as you can, please. Trying to give him orders. Can't give him orders yet, but they are coming up that river. They're probably going to take Raleigh. Pillow has only got one division. That's not going to be enough to protect Raleigh. And I've got General Ewell is coming with the Army of North Carolina. I'm going to try and get him down here to Raleigh if I can. If I can get Mercer moving, that would be wonderful. Okay, I think I can get him moving now. All right, what have we got here? They have a total of 74,000 men. Okay, I've got to withdraw. I've got to keep withdrawing. Just keep withdrawing. I am losing some casualties, but just withdraw up the river, please. Okay, Longstreet is at his destination. Who is at his destination? I mean, I may could win the I may could win the war here if we could just get on into Washington. Third. Mercer, continue to withdraw, please. Trying to get 2nd Corps up here. I want to bring 2nd Corps on into Washington. If they're going to press me down here, I'm going to press them up there. Let me pause this for just a second and see what's going on here. Beauregard is at his destination. Hill is at his destination. Okay. First Corps. First Corps. Can't seem to move him. You come on into Washington too, please. Got up here, Fredericksburg. It's a good of mine to bring the Army of Shenandoah across the river as well. Come across the river, please. Let's support them. If they're going to press on us, we're going to press on them. Mercer, continue to fall back, please. Alright, let me see what's going on over here. Going on over here in Louisiana. Alright, we are trying to take that fort there. I really need to get that fort taken. Looks like he's pulling 1st Corps, the Army of the Gulf, out. Gonna do something with them, I'm not sure. How are we doing over here? Florida is closing on that army there. And how are we doing up here with General Johnston? Okay, he is closing in on Grant. Vicksburg garrison, you just stay here in Jackson, please. Let's check on Pemberton up here. He still does not have any provisions. Trying to get his readiness up. Nothing going on there. I'm sending Buckner back to the Cumberland Gap. Kind of plug that hole there. All right, I got to get Mercer. I got to get Mercer out of harm's way. Mercer, try to get up the river if you can, please. He's moving, but he's moving awfully slow. Wallace withdrawing. All right, he's getting out. He's getting on the river and getting out, looks like. He is leaving. All right, chase him down, boys. Chase him down. They are pursuing. Come on, Mercer, get out of there. Cannot seem to give him orders right now. Okay, General Lee is at his destination. Okay, he's pulling back here. He's getting away from the river. Okay, well, that's fine. On down. I'm ready to get on into Washington up here, and let's get the pressure on these guys. Come on, boys. Let's move. All right. Now, it looks like General Cobb has finally made it down there. Let's go look at this battle down here. Yeah, this is our Florida boys are ready to take on these guys here. So let's go ahead and fight this on the battle map. Take a sip of my coffee here. Hope everybody's having a good night. Nice, comfortable night at home. What's going on there, Andrew? How you doing tonight, buddy? Glad to have you aboard, man. We do outnumber them here. About 2-1, roughly. Hopefully I can get this army on up the eastern seaboard to help out with that mess in North Carolina. I'm going to need everybody I can get. Okay, looks like the objective is right there, and I can start my army across the river, which is exactly what I want to do. So let's select General Cobb here. Pretty sure he's probably going to get to the objective before me, so I'm not going to get Tillman's over here. Get some of the guys on the road already. Be up here. I'm going to scout with him. Ripley, you come on back. Walker, get right there. right, Cobb, come on up to this fence line here. Oh, I can't. Okay, well, fine. All right. We'll start it, and then we're going to bring everybody up to the fence line. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just advance. No sense getting in a hurry here. Maybe we can get on this little low ridge on this field here, and yeah, this looks like a good place to set up and move toward the objective. He's probably going to get behind this fence line here. He's probably already a lot closer to it than I am, but we'll see. We'll see. Still waiting. Yeah, we got our orders. Everybody's moving forward. You tired, man? What you been doing today that's worn you out so much? Get you a cup of coffee and hang out, man. We'll chill out and see how the Bazaar Brigade's doing sometime tonight. Right now, they're trying to chase General Grant up the Mississippi River. Oh man, a 16-hour shift. I don't envy you at all, man. It's been a long time since I had to work 16 hours. You must be in the medical field or something important like that. Is there a fence right there? Yeah, there's a fence right there. I need to get up on that ridge though. Cobb, let's go ahead and pull your boys further forward, please. Oh, Foundry. Working for the man. Man, working them long hours. An essential worker. Yeah, I bet. I bet that's pretty interesting working in a foundry. I would probably get myself killed, I imagine. It's been a long time since I've done any kind of work like that. When I was a lot younger, I worked on a construction crew, like a metal building crew. And I'll tell you what, a couple of Novembers 40 foot in the air on an iron girder will make you realize how much you need to go back to college. That's what happened with me anyway. Does get hot. Well, man, sometimes that sweating's good for you, right? I went to the gym earlier today and tried to make myself sweat. I know about 10 years ago, I got me a little part-time job at working at night at a warehouse, just kind of as a side job. And man, I lost so much weight. Oh, I loved it. I was finally able to get back into a 32 size 32 waist blue jeans. I hadn't done that in a long time, but it really got me back in good shape. Then I promptly quit. I'm a software developer, programmer, coder guy. Good old C sharp and all that fun stuff. All right, boys. Don't see them yet. Let's keep edging forward. They probably well, the shield hasn't turned yet, so hey, just go ahead and where is my there's my cavalry right there. Let's run you forward, pal. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna speed this up as we march. Yeah, I'm one of them guys, man. I'm that guy. I get to make fun of me. Of course, we don't ever make fun of y'all. Wouldn't ever do that. All right, everybody else move up. Get on up here to the objective. Except you, Donovan, you just keep moving up. Yeah, when I worked in construction, I made fun of them office worker people too, till I, like I said, till I one day I had an epiphany up on that girder in the middle of November with the wind blowing. I decided that was not for me anymore. I was gonna find something better to do. Well, I have not seen the Union Army yet. We're going to get over here and line up on this fence. What little there is of this fence. Donovan, you just keep going around to the right, please. I think once I take that objective, they're probably going to have to attack me. So I can go on the defensive. Looks like they're back here. Looks like they've already set up some defensive breastworks. I think they have to attack me, though, once I get this objective. Okay, B, let's send you around over here and do some scouting. Yep, they have to attack me now. Donovan, you're heading off that direction. That's great. Tillman, let's pull your artillery in a little bit closer. Trying to find them. I still hadn't found them yet. Donovan, just keep going up the road there. Well, we've got a decent defensive position here behind this fence and this cornfield. I see breastworks, but I don't see anybody behind the breastworks. I may move up and get on the backside of those. B, go forward. Donovan. They've got to be up this road here, the old market road. They got to be. Don't know where else they would be. Where are you going? Why are you... Okay, he's coming around. Where are you going? He's trying to get in front of the fence. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to bring the other one in front of the fence, too. Yeah, that's fine. Y'all come on out in front of the fence. Don't know where I'm going to put Ripley at yet. Ripley, come over here. Get behind the fence there. There they are. Or there's one of them anyway. Donovan, get closer. B, get a little closer. Okay, yeah, they're attacking me now. Okay, well, good, good. That means let me bring my cavalry down into there. Okay, let's hurry up and get our cannons in place, boys. Hurry up. Hurry up, boys. What's your hold up? Why are you taking so long? bring Haygood around like this. And let's command the... Hello. Let's command the entire army to start shooting long range. Alright, I can't get this this artillery unit to get into position. Right, slow this down. They're coming very aggressive. Y'all need to move up. Let's flank them. Cavalry come in, get ready to charge. B, you come forward, get ready to charge somebody. I don't know what's going on with this artillery. They're not responding to me at all. Not responding to my command. Okay, you move forward. They haven't gotten their orders yet. B gets a lot closer, please. Okay, he's got 214 men there, 6-pound field guns, and I cannot get him to do anything. B is coming forward. Moving. Get in here. B. Charge these guys, B. Thomas, hurry. Good job, B. Good job. And B did break himself, but he did. Okay, and then we're about to break these guys over here. They are retreating. Okay. I say we let them go. Did you just annihilate that? He annihilated that whole brigade with his charge. Wow. Haven't had that happen in a long time. Charge these guys. Charge them. B, you charge them too. See if we can annihilate that brigade. them, boys. Stay on them. I think we pretty much destroyed this army. Major victory. We've lost 400 men from that brigade. Well, they are chasing them down. Alright, I'm going to let them go. I'm going to speed this up while they retreat. Good job, Cox. Now come on up the East Coast and help me in North Carolina, please. I mean Cobb, not Cox. He's got 15,000 men in this army. So I need these guys up in North Carolina. All right, this battle is over. Major victory. He lost 3,000 men. We only lost 700 men. I like those odds. Confederate major victory. I'll take it. Well, they had to attack me because I was sitting on the objective. And so they were going to lose if they didn't attack me, so they had to be aggressive. Which, usually I'm the one that has to be aggressive, so I kind of like it every now and then when I get to fight a defensive battle. Yeah, they had to be aggressive. That was the only way they were going to win the battle. They sure got themselves surrounded, didn't they? Well, I did have them outnumbered too, and I did have some cavalry, so I love to send my cavalry around back now. I love charging in some cavalry, but my brigade commanders hate it because it causes them to be defamed. Because in this game, well, even in real life in the Civil War, the cavalry was very seldom, if ever, used for charges. That was a Napoleonic tactic, and it didn't work very well in the Napoleonic Wars. And by the time the American Civil War, I think they had already figured out that cavalry charges were pretty costly, unless you just get a perfect condition for one, which is very rare. There very rarely in the American Civil War was there a good condition for a cavalry charge. So they were basically just used as scouting. So I'm really using them in a way that the game frowns upon. The mechanics of the game kind of frown upon charging cavalry. They will always rout, but you can inflict some damage with them, especially if the unit that you're charging is distracted by another unit and they can't line up against your cavalry. You can get the cavalry charge, but your cavalry unit most likely will rout, and your commanding officer will be defamed because of their rout. So, I pay a price for it. I'm defaming a lot of generals by doing it, but it's helping me win battles, so small price to pay. Suck it up, boys. You'll get another chance to win fame. It's a long war. All right, I'm still trying to get the Army of Northern Virginia into the Washington, D.C. area. So let's get time ticking along here. All right, now what has he got right here? He's got an army of 9,000 on the Potomac River that could threaten Richmond, but I've got the Department of Richmond with 9,000 men, so I've got an army protecting, a small army protecting Richmond. So we're going to continue to march into Washington. General Stewart, you come closer too. What's he have in Washington? He's got 17,000 men there and 8,000 men there. So he's got about 25,000 men plus all of these fortresses surrounding Washington. So we're going to have to siege some fortresses. But if I can keep this army down here occupied while I take Washington, that may win the game for me right there. I think he may have made a tactical strategic error by sending all of his armies down here to North Carolina. These guys are going to get bogged down in these swamps down here chasing after my armies while General Lee is up here taking Washington, D.C. Now that's what I'm talking about. Can I finally move Pemberton? Please tell me I can move. I can't. I still cannot move Pemberton. He has no provisions at all. Glorious victory at Fort Pike. Yeah, that's what we wanted right there. All right, now that frees up some men. I think that's going to free up some men there. Now let's come on over here, and since we're close by, and let's take this little section here. I think I can probably transfer. Let me pause the game just a second. I think I can probably transfer some divisions out of this Eastern Louisiana army now. He's got 23,000 men down here. I don't think we need them down here anymore. Now, where do I need these men? 23,000. Let me look at his army real quick. I can probably take 2 divisions out of this army and leave him with 2 divisions. I know I can take at least 1 division. I'm going to take 1 division for now. I'm going to take Bowen's division. I'm going to transfer him somewhere. Where do I want to send him? We still got some nastiness in the works up here. I think I may be fine there. I think I need them over here. All right, I'm going to send Bowen's divisions to... I'm going to send Bowen's division to Pillow's Corps here. Let's get Pillow's Corps up to snuff. All right, so let's transfer... I don't want to look at garrisons. Looking for... Yeah, the Army of Mississippi. No, not the Army of Mississippi. The Army of Louisiana is what I'm looking for. Yeah, Army of Eastern Louisiana. Let's bring Bowen's Corps over here under Pillow. Let's give Pillow another division. Pretty strong division there too. And let's bring Jackson's cavalry division along as well. Let's give Jackson to Pillow. It's going to take those men about 22 days to get over there to Pillow, but that's fine. I'm not going to be able to do anything for about 22 days anyway. And in the meantime, Pillow can be trying to get ready for them and get his supply finished here and let him stay in Raleigh, North Carolina. And in the meantime, Mercer here, he's still retreating. He's still falling back, trying to get away from these guys. Okay, let's get time ticking along here. I think they made a mistake here. They made a mistake coming down here. Now, I don't have anything to stop them, but there's not really anything down here that's going to win the game or going to win the war for them. Yeah, they're taking over a lot of towns and a lot of provision supply depots and stuff. But they're going to be using up a lot of provisions too. This is a big army. So I think they may be making a mistake, but I could be wrong. And of course, I've got General Ewell coming as well. Now, what do we got here? McPherson is withdrawing. Okay, yeah, they're still pulling out of northeast Louisiana up the Mississippi River. We are running them out of the Mississippi, Louisiana area. That's good news there. All right, I'm going to start sending the Vicksburg garrison up through central Mississippi. He's getting ready to march there. Looks like he's got his main army out here on this island. What's he got out here? Army of the Gulf. He's got 22,000 men, but they're low. They have low supply. Okay. How are we doing up here at Washington? Have we moved in yet? We're moving very, very slow. Come on in, boys. Come on in. We're all on top of each other. I can't hardly. First Corps, can't move them for some reason. Let's go, boys. Trying to get them across that river. Okay. Hampton's Corps is beginning to move. What's this right here? Wood is low on supply. Longstreet is at his destination. Beauregard is at his destination. Okay, Beauregard, you get down here because you're helping. You're going to help General Mercer. We're going to try and get Mercer back into some kind of decent condition here. They're not really moving too fast, so that's good news for us. Come on, boys. Let's get... Okay, we've already got somebody across the river. Right, I've got 18,000 men. He's got 23,000 men. I guess... Oh, I've got 29,000 men to his 23. Okay, I say we go ahead and we fight this thing. Let's fight it. This is the assault on Washington. This is General Lee's assault on Washington, D.C. That never happened in real life. But, of course, they never sent the Army of the Potomac to North Carolina either. So, I'm not sure what they thought they were doing here, but this may win the war for us right here, guys. This may win us the war right here. All right, so we're coming in from the west. Let me play find the objective here. Sometimes that's very difficult to do. They're coming in from the south. Where is the objective? Here it is, way down here. So they are already here. So I think we can just come straight on through the forest here at them. Okay. Sounds good to me. Like all I have right now is Second Corps. All right, let's line second. Hello. Let's line Second Corps up right here. Get you into battle line formation, please. Ender. Get you like this. I don't want you on the far side of the creek there. I want you on this side of the creek. Okay, so this is Hampton's Corps, Second Corps. That's all we have on the field right now, so we don't need to get in a hurry with them yet. We need till we get our till we get our reinforcements. So let's just kind of get him into a holding position. Get time ticking here. We'll get Hampton into a holding position until his reinforcements get on the field. So Hampton, just move forward through the forest here. Spread your divisions out. I'm going to speed this up to about 5 speed as he gets his orders to his men. Well, that's going to be a wide battle line right there. Hampton's got a strong core. He's got a good-looking core. While we're doing that, let me cycle through the units and see if anybody gets any perks. They've already got Iron Discipline. They don't get a perk. Let me see if anybody gets a perk. Oh, 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 oh. This is a relatively new corps, so these guys haven't really been in that many battles yet. The good thing about that means they haven't had a whole lot of losses, so his brigades are in decent condition. Yeah, there they are right there. I'm not going to press it yet unless it looks like he is way out of position. Now, the smart thing for him to do would be to be aggressive and try and defeat Hampton before Hampton's reinforcements arrive. Now, if I was the AI, or if he was General Lee, that's what General Lee would do, and it may be what he's trying to do. General Lee would realize that this corps is by itself, and he would be attacking them right now. Nope, he's falling back. Falling back. That's fine. That's fine. We may edge forward just a little bit, but we're going to wait for our reinforcements. We don't have to get in a hurry. I don't want to waste. I'm not going to be General Grant and just waste lives unnecessarily here. They are falling back though. So Hampton, just ease forward. Ease forward just a little bit more. Not going to hurt anything. Let's put everybody on. Guess they already are on long range. I tell you, I do love this game. I really love the tactical mechanics of this game. Okay, Hill arrives. Hill's Corps is here. Here comes Third Corps, and they are coming. They're coming from way down here. Okay, he's far, far away. Where do I want Hill to come to? Slow this down a little bit till I can figure where's Hill at. All right, Hill, what do I want you to do? I don't really want to bring him through this forest here. Hill, bring your men down the road and try and get them. Tell you what, let's cancel that. Cancel that. Let's get your men. I don't know why I can't get them into column formation. Okay, everybody halt what you're doing right now. Well, I can't seem to get them into column formation, but that's fine. I'm going to bring them along this road here. We're going to follow this road, and then we're going to try and come up this direction and come at them maybe across the river, or at least shell them across the river if we can. And he may have some forces over here that we can attack on this side of the river as well. All right, so we've got time ticking along here. I'm not going to bring Hampton forward anymore because I don't want to trigger them to attack me. If he wants to attack me, I want him to have to come on, march through the woods for a little ways to get to me. I don't want to attack until I get Hill in position and maybe any of my other reinforcements, which should be arriving eventually. So let's just get Hill marching here. We're going to let Hampton stay where he is for the time being. Let his men rest. All right, now who's coming now? This is Longstreet. Okay, where's Longstreet coming in at? Okay, he's coming in behind Hill. Okay, where's Longstreet? Where are you at, Longstreet? Okay, I got to slow this down. It's moving too fast. Okay, here's First Corps here. Okay, Longstreet. You come along this road here. We're going to send you up behind Hampton. Man, yeah, I have brought overwhelming force. I brought the entire Army of Northern Virginia, all 3 corps, and Stewart's Cavalry Corps as well. He should be arriving any second now, if he hasn't already. Wait, the last one I'm waiting on is Stewart, and then General Lee should be arriving shortly too. We going downtown, man. We going downtown, Washington D.C. We gonna bring all the boys. We're bringing all the boys with us when we go downtown. Right, I'm gonna speed this up as our corps are moving here. There's no sense in being in a hurry because they don't have anybody coming to help them. They are completely at our mercy. We can attack them at our leisure. Yeah, now he does have some units on this side of the river, so I'm going to be coming at them with Hill's corps. If he can ever get his men moving. Longstreet is in his way, which, Longstreet has a reputation for getting in other armies' way. He did that with the original defense of Richmond in the Peninsula Campaign. He marched his entire corps up the wrong road, and he actually held up the division that was supposed to lead the attack on the when General Johnston was going to start his counteroffensive against McClellan. And Longstreet held the whole thing up because he went down the wrong road. Okay, Hill, what are you doing? Why are you not moving? Hill, you're not moving. Okay, I want you over here. Bring your men away. All right, we're waiting on Hill now. Oh, here's Stewart right here. Let's bring Stewart over here as well. Let's bring Stewart up this way here. I didn't realize Stewart had already arrived. Hampton is still doing fine. Hampton, I'm going to start easing you around this direction. Oh, hold on now. Let's see if we can't ease you around to the right and open up a path for Longstreet here. Come in. Okay, Longstreet. Bring your army. Cancel that. Bring your army up this road, please. Hampton is moving. His men should be well rested, so I hope I don't run into a corps or something out here, out in the middle of nowhere. And this will be a perfect time for him to attack Hampton. Now, if this was General Lee over here, this is when he would be springing into action. Right about now, this would be a perfect time for him to attack Hampton. And if he wants to win this battle, that's what he would have to do to win it. This is when he would need to take the initiative and attack. And he may be doing that. He's moving men forward, but I think he may be repositioning his army. Too late now. It looks like Hampton is getting lined up. Okay, Longstreet. I want to let him continue bringing his divisions up. Stewart, are you in position? Stewart, come on up here across the river, please. Scout that out for me. He may be. Yep, he realizes he's got to bust a move here. Okay, what are you guys doing back here? You guys come forward. Get ready to help us. Yep, he is trying to bust a move. He realizes that if he's going to do anything, he's got to do it now. Good move by the AI. Smart move. Alright, you guys curl around and help. Don't let him bust through. Get over here and back up that artillery unit. You get over here too, please. Alright, boys, you got to hold. Don't engage. Artillery to hold here. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. Forward and help. Forward and help. We're going to get some Longstreet boys into the battle if we can. McGowan, come around. Come around, McGowan. Come on, Hampton. You got to hold, Hampton. Okay, we just lost our artillery, but we are routing them as well. They did run my artillery off, but everybody else held. Everybody else held. Hampton managed to hold so far. All right, we've got end of day. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to line Hampton up here on the road. Yep. Going to line Longstreet up right here. Oh, get the whole core, please. Yep, just like that. Just like that. Exactly what we want. And where is... Hill is not even in this battle so far. Hill, I'm going to... let's get the whole core, please. Whole core. Line you up on this road and get you coming on in. Stewart, I'm going to put you right here. All right, let's get the battle going. Hill, get on up here. Stewart, come around this way. All right, early. Start bringing your men around. Hinder. Bring your men forward. Roads. Bring your men forward too. Got some action going on here. This is Pender's division making contact. And Early's division is trying to flank. Armistead, get up there and attack. Move up. Move up, please. They're falling back. We've got a bit of marching to do there. Pender is just pushing. He's got long-range weapons, so he's fine where he is. Rhodes, you keep pushing up. Rhodes, keep pushing. Pickett. Pickett, you keep pushing. Law, you keep pushing. Hill, how are you doing over here? You're not even in the battle yet. That's fine. We should be able to win without Hill. These 2 corps should be plenty. He does have a good position on this hill, though. Pierce Hill. That is a nice hill. I don't know why he doesn't have artillery up there. Come on, boys. Let's move. Early's boys are still trying to get in position. They're marching through that forest. It's going to take them a little time. So right now it looks like Pender is the main one, but he's got nice long-range weapons. So make sure I've got him on long range. All of his boys should be able to reach out and hit that battery brigade right there. Attack that. Walton, bring your batteries forward, please. Okay, you need to halt what you're doing. You need to attack them. Okay, Early is beginning to make contact. Pender is still mainly carrying the battle right now. Everybody else is repositioning. Come on, boys, get in position now. Armistead, go ahead and attack. Early, are you ready to move? Let me give Smith's brigade a chance to get. They're the ones that's having to march the furthest. Meanwhile, his battery can do some work while we're waiting on Smith to get in place. This one brigade right here is holding me up. They've already lost 1,000 men. Please get up here and help us fight these guys. Armstead, I need you to attack me. Still waiting on Smith's brigade to get into position. Hill, how's your corps doing? Stewart, come over here. Is there a ford over here? Stewart, come over here and give me a look-see. What's going on right there? Please. Brigade, what is your problem? We're finally running that brigade off. Okay, McClaw, bring your division forward, please. Walton, bring your batteries forward. Pender, move forward. Start trying to get up on the hill there. pressure on them. Got in this brigade. This little brigade here is holding us up. Move you forward and flank them, please. Only got 69 men in that battery there. Got the orders yet. Long range. Over here. Charge. Claw, get your men further up onto the ridge, the hill. Pressure on that brigade, boys. Pressure on that brigade. Pressure on them. Roads, move up. Ender, make a turn there. We continue to pull Early over to the right. Swing Early around the right. Early, swing it around the right. Give these other divisions room to move in. Give them the cold steel, boys. Try to get a bayonet charge on these guys. Boys, somebody get a bayonet charge in on them. Maybe we can completely annihilate that brigade. He's already lost 1,200 men. That's just confusion down there. Pickett, just go ahead and get your division back together and start bringing it up the hill, please. We've got, what have we got right here? That's a unit that is retreating. Walker, bring your artillery over here to this field, please. Anderson, keep bringing your division up. division is this? This is Heth's division. Yeah, they're trying to retreat across that river, it looks like. They're trying to withdraw. Don't let them get away, boys. Don't let them get away. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, boys. Keep pushing. Early. Keep pushing. McClaw, get on in there too. Walton, get your batteries up there. Got a battery on that hill that's going to try to hold everybody off. Going to try and hold me off with what's left of his artillery. His men try to cross the river. Well, I've got to get Hill's divisions in place to catch them on this side of the river. Man, that's a lot of red closing in right there. That's a lot of red. Stewart. Line up like that. Try and catch them. Coming down that highway. Early, how are you doing? Pender's division has been doing all the work mainly. He's just been going straight in. Everybody else has been trying to circle around. So he's been catching. He's been catching it, poor Pender. But, you know, he gets all the glory too, so. Rhodes is about to take the hill. Keep coming, Rhodes. Keep coming. Pender, keep coming forward. Early, if you can get in position, you're going to be in excellent position. Double time your men, Early. I know they're tired. Got some units breaking back here. They've got to be exhausted. They've been marching through these woods and this undergrowth. What have we got going on here? Charging that 1st Brigade into my artillery, but they're broke up, so that's probably a mistake. Yeah, they're about to break. Get over there and support the artillery, please. In fact, just everybody come on up and let's take the hill. Pender, keep pressing. They're trying to get away from you. Keep pressing, Pender. Early. Keep pressing, Early. How are we doing across the river? Okay, they're trying to come around over this way. Stewart, don't let them get away. Keep them blocked. Anders. Come around over here, Anderson. F. Get in closer to the ford there. Walton, get your batteries here in the clearing. Keep pressing. Let's try and catch them going across the ford. See if we can do some damage to them. We've caught their artillery here unsupported, so the artillery Attack. Smith, you keep getting in, trying to get in position. They are doing a good job of pulling back. Get over there and let's get on that ford. Don't let anybody across that ford. Or if they do, make them pay a serious price. Chase them down. Stay on them, boys. Stay on them. Wharton, give those guys Pettigrew. Get in front of them. Get in front of them and dismount. Don't let them get away. Anderson is on his way. Anderson is on his way over there to stop them. Okay, boys, dismount. Mount, boys. Over here. They're retreating. Okay. I'm going to let them get away. I'm going to let them go. That's a win. I'll take it. That should put us in control of downtown Washington, D.C., but we still got to get these fortresses around here. Oh, they just made one of my cavalry units break. You get out of their way. Get out of their way. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. The rear guard action is OP. Okay, here we go. They lost 6,500 men. We lost almost 3,000. So 2-1. 2-1 losses in our favor. I'll take it. I'll take those odds. Confederate minor victory. I don't know, we took Washington, D.C. I would consider that to be a major victory. Okay, General Walton has become famous. We've got another general Colonel Lomax is in disgrace, though. He must be one of my cavalry generals. I'll have to see who he is. Lomax, Colonel Lomax. I'm going to have to deal with him. He's going to have to be disciplined. Going to have to do some discipline, Lomax. I've got to remember his name and not forget. Got to replace him. Battle of Fort Lincoln. They are retreating. All right, let me get time moving here. Let me see if I can find Lomax and do something about him. Who does he belong to here? Lomax. Well, this hurts my eyes, this font in this game. Well, I don't see him. Let me strain my eyes here and try to find his name. There he is, right there. He's a brigade commander. He only lost 97 men. Oh, come on. He's got great. All right, I'll replace him. Fine. We'll replace him with Munford. All right. Now, do I have any brigades that need to be combined here? I noticed that I did have some really weakened artillery brigades. Yeah, he's only got 69 men, so let's combine him with... use his numbers to strengthen everybody else. Okay. And let's get Rhodes another artillery division. We'll get him some... We'll get him some Delaware boys. Okay. He'll have that coming his way. Okay, why are we withdrawing? Now that I don't understand. I don't know why are you withdrawing? Halt, please. Why are you withdrawing? I don't want you to withdraw. Okay, see, that's the kind of stuff right there that doesn't make any sense to me. I won that battle. Why is my army withdrawing? That makes no sense whatsoever. Third Corps. Yeah, move into Washington, please. First Corps. Can't move First Corps. What about the cavalry? Cavalry, move in. Right, how are we doing down here in North Carolina? They may be realizing that they made a mistake right about now. Maybe. We'll see. But Mercer, can you get out of there? I cannot control Mercer yet. Pillow is waiting on his 2 divisions to arrive. They'll be there in 20 days. That's fine. 20 days is fine. Ewell is coming down with his army. How are we doing in Louisiana? We're doing excellent over here. Now, he has a much smaller army now, but that's fine. I can transfer some divisions to him if I need to. He's got this army out here with, let's see, what has he got in that army? Can't tell what he's got in that army. Johnston is at destination. Cavalry division preparing siege. Alright, they've only got 44 men in that fort, so we should be able to make short work of that. First Corps, I want you to move. Can you not move into Washington, please? Hurry up. Okay, Army of Shenandoah is crossing the river. Taylor is at his destination. Okay, good news, good news. Taylor, where do we want you to go? Why don't you come over here and join? You come on over here to Vicksburg. Army of Mississippi, how are you doing? Are you getting some supplies? His readiness is awfully low. I'm going to bring him back to Jackson as well. Okay, all that belongs to us now. And I'm going to bring Fields Cavalry back to the Jackson area as well. So let's bring them on back to central Mississippi. We've still got some stuff to clean up over here in southeast Mississippi and then northern Mississippi. There goes Grant right there with his 17th Corps. He's heading back up toward Tennessee. Okay, we're going to have to fight him in Tennessee, but I've got to get Pemberton moving here. Beauregard is a destination. Hampton is his destination. Fort Lyon besieged. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, they're attacking our fort with cavalry corps there. Second Corps. Down here and help with that. First Corps. Down here and help with that, please. Let's run them off. No one is threatening Richmond. That's good news. We are about to take one of the forts in Washington. We don't have control of Washington, D.C. yet, but it's not going to be long. We will. How are we doing down here with the Florida boys? How are my Florida boys doing? Okay, he's got good readiness. Come on up here to Savannah, Georgia, please, and let's take this Fort Pulaski. He's got a good number of men garrisoned there. We may have to bypass that fort. I don't know what I got to do to get Pemberton moving here. His army is unhappy and they're starving to death. I don't know what I got to do. Forrest has got some provisions up there. I may need to send some brigades, some divisions up to Forrest. Let me pause this for a sec here. There's a lot going on right now. Officer rehabilitated. Robert D. Johnston. Okay, he was defamed. All right, here's what I'm going to do here with Pemberton. I think his army just may be too big. Let's see if we can transfer a division up to General Forrest. Let's send Clark's division up to General Forrest up there. See if that doesn't help us with our supply. I got to get this army. I got to get 16th Corps out of here. They've got 21,000 men. Do I want to send Polk's Corps down to help? No, Polk, you stay up there. Stay up there. We're fixing to start bringing the Army of Mississippi up north. We're going to try and catch Grant probably in Memphis. He is on his way up the Mississippi River. He is retreating up the Mississippi River, which is exactly what we wanted. All right, let's get time ticking here. Okay, I'm going to bring this army back. And we're going to come on up this way to Williamsburg Depot and try and take that with this army. Their job is to just try and stay in the environment of New Orleans and make sure they don't get a toehold in New Orleans. We don't want them getting a toehold. Are you moving? Yeah, you're fixing to be moving there. It'll take him a while to get his orders. Mercer, can you move now? Yes, Mercer, just get away. They don't seem to be moving, so that's good. We're going to be able to start circling the armies around them here shortly. What are you doing? I want you to come on in. Why are you retreating? I don't want you retreating. Come in here and help with this battle. Okay, what is his problem? Longstreet's problem. He doesn't have a lot of food for his men, apparently. Can't assault that because my readiness is low, I'm assuming. Got 17,000 men to their 9,000. Alright, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why my army is withdrawing. I'm gonna have to bring 3rd Corps down here. 3rd Corps, come down, please. Help. Doesn't make any sense right here. He's withdrawing all the way to the Shenandoah Valley. Okay, we're about to win the battle, though, even though we're withdrawing for some crazy reason. Okay, I'm gonna stop him. I don't know why my armies are withdrawing. I've got good readiness. I've got decent supplies, decent ammunition. Got over here, 1st Corps, they've got 15,000 men. That's the Army of the James. Okay, I defeated them some time back. They are nowhere near position to do anything. Go back into Washington, please. Yeah, we're winning the battle here. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what's going on with the game when it does things like that. You just have to live with it. That's war, right? That's the way it goes with war. Mercer is out of supplies. He is totally out of supplies. Readiness is terrible. Right, we're still fighting for control of Washington up here. Gonna have to let that play out. Forrest gotten his reinforcements yet? Okay, he's gotten Clark's division. Pemberton, can you move yet? For God's sakes. Come on, man. Maybe I need to get Wheeler's corps out of there. Wheeler, why don't you come over here? See if you can draw some supplies from there. I cannot get Pemberton's army supplied to save my life. I've been trying for 2 episodes now to get his army supplied so I can move him. Third Corps is preparing a siege. Okay, good deal, good deal. Yeah, let's do that siege right there. Let's siege all of these forts around Washington, D.C. About to win this siege battle here, this defensive siege battle. Okay, First Corps. Why? I don't know why the Army of the Shenandoah will not cross the river. I cannot get him to move. So annoying. We still do not have control of Washington. But he has nothing coming to relieve it, so his armies are down here in North Carolina, way up the river. Way up the river in North Carolina, out of position. Okay, he's got plenty of supplies. I'm going to bring him up here. On up there, please. Let's take that supply depot and open up this area here. Vicksburg Garrison, you're supposed to be heading north. We have Western Louisiana is coming that way. Army of Mississippi is coming that way. Fields Cavalry Corps is coming. Let's send him on up to Grenada. Trying to close in on these guys. Pemberton, for God's sakes, man, please get your army organized. Can you build a supply depot? Maybe that will help you. Build another supply depot right there. All right, Wheeler is here. Taking that for the Confederacy. Maybe that will help us with our supply situation. I want Corinth bad. I really want Corinth right there. And I want to get control of Washington, D.C. I can't get the Army of Shenandoah to move. I can't get them to move for some reason. I cannot get them across that river. This battle right here, we should be winning any second now, I would think. Because, I mean, we're right, the cursor is all the way over. Oh, we've got a perk for this brigade here. Let's give them the flying column perk. I mean, this corps. We have, yeah, we got not enough experience for that corps. Not quite enough. Yeah. Okay, we've got another perk here. Let's give them the flying column perk. Maybe that'll help us with our supply situations. There's still a lot of fighting going on around the DC area. There's a lot of forts, and we're just not going to be able to take control of the city until we get these forts knocked out. And I've got to get the corps in there. Don't know why I can't get the army of Shenandoah to move. Cobb is at his destination. Okay, Cobb. I'm going to bypass this fort there. We're going to keep on marching, Cobb. You're in good condition. You've got plenty of supply. Why don't you come on up here to Charleston, Cobb? Come on up to Charleston. Get ready to come up here and help Mercer. Mercer is in bad condition. Can you build a supply depot, Mercer? Yeah, why don't you build a supply depot while you're waiting? While you're not doing anything? Pillow, have you gotten your divisions yet? No, he's still waiting. They're 14 days out. He'll get his 2 divisions. In the meantime, let's upgrade his supply depots that he has there. Department of North Carolina. Only got 7,000 men. Gonna bring him on down. They have to transfer some divisions to him. Right, some of these battles need to be won here. He's got an army on the way. 28,000 men that's coming. We need to win a battle quickly here, boys. Come on, we need to win this battle quick. Third Corps. Oh. Against Fort Stanton. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. He's coming with 28,000 men. Longstreet is completely out of position here. Completely out of position. About here. District of Florida preparing a siege. No, I don't want you to siege. Well, it won't take long. We're going to win this pretty soon. I'm going to let... Glorious victory at Fort Lyon. Good. Which one was that? Which one was Fort Lyon? Was that Florida? Is that down here? What? Where's Fort Lyon? Is that here? Okay, yeah, okay. We got them retreating. That's good news. So we should be able to move these corps into Washington, D.C. to help with what's going on there. Army, 2nd Corps. Come on into Washington, D.C. Let's get some help here. Longstreet, I really need you back, man. I need you back over here. quickly. And I need the army of Shenandoah to cross the freaking river. Second Corps, get into the city. Come on. Third Corps got another line column for them. Maybe that'll help us with our supply situation. Come on, boys. Get into DC and help with the fighting that's going on there. Okay, Army of Shenandoah has finally crossed the river. I can't do anything with Longstreet yet until he gets where he's going. Stewart is withdrawing. Dang it! Dang it, dang it, dang it. Forest victory at Fort Stanton, wonderful. Okay, we've got that fort. Disaster at Fort Stevens, though. Which one is Fort Stevens? Yeah, that was the one that Stewart was. Holmes is at his destination. Engagement. The Army of Shenandoah is in contact with Second Corps. They've got 16,000 men. I thought we had more than. We've got 11,000 men. I hope I'm not making a mistake. I'm going to go ahead and try and fight this battle. It took me so long to get across that river, he had a chance to refresh his army. Right, General Pendleton. He's got 16,000 men, so he's got 3,000 more men than I do. Okay, let me play find the objective here. I always have a hard time doing. Okay, it's right there. There's two of them. So he is on Nicodemus Hill. Let me go ahead and bring the entire army across the river. We'll do Shepherd's Pike. Well, it's not the most impressive looking army in the world. But it is 13,000 men, so. All right, let's get time moving here. Okay, you boys move on up. I don't know, he may be trying to defend Sharpsburg, so I need to take my time here. I do have cavalry. Oh, no. Get back on. Get back on. Wrong button. I don't know. This may be a tough battle here. I may be biting off more than I can chew. But we gotta try. We gotta try. I want you to evade. Let's see if we can find them. On into Sharpsburg. I'm totally confusing my cavalry. I keep giving corps level commands, and then I give them brigade level commands. They don't know what to do. I better just leave them, keep them with the army for now. I'm going to be doing corps level commands. I probably just need to do that. Where are you? Where in the world are you going? Seriously? Are you seriously going to go that way? Okay, fine. Whatever. Let's just all keep moving forward, please. This is a rough map. There are fence lines everywhere, hills and ridges. This is going to be a tough battle for us. And let me look and see what kind of weapons I've got. Mixed muskets. Everybody's got mixed muskets. 6-pounders. Yeah. This is going to be tough. I don't have good weapons. I'm going to have to be aggressive because I'm going to have to get in close with these mixed muskets. It's really probably not an ideal battle. I may need to withdraw. I just need to. Let's just get up here and see if he's got a bad position, if I can catch him, if I can take advantage of a bad position of some sort. Maybe we can do that. Maybe I can just catch him out of position and pounce on him. And if I can roll up one of his flanks, I may can defeat him. But it's very unlikely. But we got to try, right? You know we got to do something with the Army of the Shenandoah, Stonewall Jackson's old corps, his army. We can't let the Army of Shenandoah not do something dramatic. I mean, he may not have any artillery. I may can just pound him with my artillery, make him attack me. You never know what situation you find. Hey boys, let's keep moving up. Let's keep moving up the road. Everybody just move forward. We're almost to Nicodemus Hill. Everybody's going to be tired. Hope it's probably going to be the end of day by the time we get there. I know the artilleries are probably going to be tired. Artillery units are going to be tired. Let's keep moving, boys. Let's keep moving. See if we can get to the Dunker Church there before we make contact. These fence lines are tough on the cavalry and on the artillery. They have to go all the way around the fence lines. So it really messes up their maneuvering, these fences. They can't seem the cavalry can't seem to jump the fences for some reason. I would think that the fences wouldn't be a problem for the cavalry units, but they're always going around them. All right, boys, let's try and move up to the Dunker Church if we can. Yeah, see, the artilleries have to go all the way around the ends of the fields, and so do the cavalry units. Really slows down the movements. These fence lines are rough on mobility, and they really don't add that much to defense either. Doesn't seem to, anyway. All right, that's end of day. Good, we get to move on up to the Dunker Church line. Let's move on up to that line there. Let's spread out in single line. Okay, it looks like his flank is going to be over here. I'm going to try to catch his flank if I can. Line up here, boys. I'm going to try and catch his flank. We're going to give it a shot. All right, let's bring the whole army. Let's try and swing around on his left if we can. Come at him on his left. Man, if you guys y'all been getting a lot of spam calls on your phones? I mean, every time I turn around, I've got all of my unlisted numbers, unknown numbers, going to silent. But every time I look at my phone, I'm showing a silenced phone call from somebody I don't know. It has just been terrible here lately. Okay, let's keep coming around. Try and catch his flank here. Maybe we can gang up on a brigade on his left wing. Okay, you guys stay where you are. Well, those are weak artillery units right there. Like he's trying to realign himself. Cancel. All right, let's press, boys. Let's just press. Oh, let's press. I would love to make him have to attack me if he gives up one of the objectives. Keep pressing, boys. Keep pressing. Yeah, keep pressing. Looks like he's giving up North Woods to us. Yeah, he's lined up back there along the river. I think we're going to get Fort Woods. We may make him have to attack us here. Yeah, we just took it. Come on forward, boys. Let's find a good defensive position here. Yeah, pull on up. Keep coming up, keep coming up. Don't see a whole lot of artillery. I may be able to bombard him. May be able to bombard him. Right, boys, let's press on a little bit closer. Try and get our artillery closer if we can. Slow this down. Looks like he may be. Okay, we get to defend now. So he has to attack. He has to attack us. By taking Nicodemus Hill here and this objective in this town, we've actually given ourselves a superior position. Okay, yeah, get in position. Get in position, please. Ruggles. Around like this. Evans. Come around, please. Artillery, come on out where you can see. Alright, he has to attack me now. Major, let me get you pulled over here in case I may get lucky and get an artillery and get a cavalry charge. Artillery, you move up into his spot. Got 1,200 men in that cavalry unit. Maybe we can get a charge in on somebody. We're sitting on a minor victory right now. He's got to attack us. Bring your artillery up. Bring your artillery up, please. Speed this up as we wait for him to attack because he's got to attack us. Can't sit there forever. And it looks like his men are in worse condition than mine. Got a lot of units that don't seem to be very happy right now. That unit right there is only a strength of 650. He has no artillery as far as, yeah, he does have one artillery unit back there. His units do not look very strong or able. Looks like he may be trying to send somebody out. The Irish Brigade, strength of 450. Oh, this is not going to be pretty. He's got to attack me. It looks like we've got a perk here. I'm going to do Grand Battery. Not sure what that means, but we're going to get it. They get a perk too. Close support. Oh, ooh, that's what I want. Close support. All right, we get a expert scouts. Cold. Give them the cold steel. Pardon me. We do have some perks here. Let's do iron discipline. Iron discipline. Iron discipline for you. All right, we're just going to continue to bombard them and force them to. I want you here so you can fire. They're going to have to attack us. I'm going to speed this up as we bombard and wait for them to attack. Artillery is just doing the work right now. Why are you unmounted? I want you to mount. Mount, please. They're under back this up. We got 200 men in that brigade. Got 2,000 men in that brigade. 600 men there, 200 men there. These are some really weak brigades. 200 men, 300 men. Got a full brigade there and a full brigade there. And he's got some really, really weak brigades here. He's trying to lure me into attacking him, but I'm not attacking. He's got to attack me. Get impatient. That may cost me the battle. have told you I don't know how many times to charge these guys. Charge. They're about to break here. Keep pressing, boys. Keep pressing. Beat this up a little bit. How many men have you lost? Lost 95 men. Stay on them. Stay on them. These guys have got these infield rifle muskets. They've got super long range. They are really helping us with that long range fire. You pull up, you don't have the long range. You've got mixed muskets, so you've got to be aggressive. Everybody's got, and you charge. I can't get him to do anything. He's got 1,100 men. I cannot get him to charge anybody. Moving up, Evans. Evans is doing good. You've only lost 193 men. We're about to take this hill too. I think they're retreating. Hoping we'd be able to run them off. I'm glad I went ahead and fought this battle. I was tempted to withdraw because I didn't think I was going to be able to beat them. But we do have, I think we had better division commanders. This army has lost a couple of battles. So their army and their brigades were very demoralized. Their leaders were very defamed. The brigades were not happy with their generals. There's been all kind of problems with this army, and I think that's one of the reasons why we were able to beat them here. You know, it's not good when your army loses battles. Your men aren't happy, and it makes it hard to win the next battle. You know, you got to win. In warfare, you got to win. On up, keep the pressure on them. They haven't retreated yet. We've got both of the objectives now. They've got to attack us. I'm going to go ahead and pull my artillery up, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to retreat any second now. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Retreat off the field. Out of ammunition anyway. What is he doing? Trying to come up here with the 6th Brigade that's lost 1,400 men. They've lost half their brigade. Are you out of ammunition? Out of ammunition. I've got a good mind to do a bayonet charge. Bayonet charge them, boys. That's foolish. I really shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, that was not a good idea. Not a good idea. just lost a lot of men. They may break, and I may lose that commander. But it's too late now. They're charging with the bayonets. Once you get a bayonet charge going, you can't stop it. They broke them. Awesome. Now they may break themselves, but I'm going to pull him back if I can. Okay, you did a good job there, Evans. Yeah, they're retreating. You did a good job, Evans. Come on back to your line. Come on back to your line, Evans. Brigadier General Nathan Evans. That's awesome. He did a good. I may have to give him a promotion. All right, I'm going to speed this up as we let them retreat off the field. Good bayonet charge, Evans. Finished off the battle for us. Evans was a good general in real life too. He made some good stands in some pretty important battles. Trying to remember, was he in? I think it was the Second Battle of Manassas when he really made good showing of himself, if I remember correctly. Guarding the left flank of the Confederate Army, and he held them up for a long time and severely slowed them down until the other corps and divisions could get in place to stop them. Of course, it really hurt his brigade, but he did his job. He slowed them down coming across that river till some others could come up and help him. And I think they fell back to Henry Hill after his big defense, and everybody else congregated behind him on Henry Hill, and then they won the battle at Henry Hill, I believe is how that went. All right. Well, that was a important victory for us. That really strengthens our flank in Maryland to the west of Washington, D.C. It's going to really slow down any reinforcements that the Union would be trying to send to relieve Washington as we're moving into the Washington, D.C. area. They still have a lot of power around there, but these armies are armies that have been demoralized and they've been defeated. Their brigades are unhappy with their generals. All of these armies, like this army down here, the Cavalry Corps was just recently defeated. This army of the James is severely demoralized. Those guys are going to be very unhappy with their generals, because they lost a major battle down here in Northern Virginia some time ago. Now they do have, what's this army up here? The Army of Washington. He doesn't have much strength. He's got the First Corps there with 28,000 men of the Army of the Potomac. But I don't think they're going to be strong enough to really stop us. If I could get Longstreet back over here and back into the fight, that would be a big help. But his army is in bad shape right now. The Army of Northern Virginia is struggling. We're struggling with some supplies. What is this? Second Corps? I'm trying to get Second Corps into Washington, D.C. We've got to get some more of these fortresses around here. We haven't even started to get control of the city. We've got to win those fortresses, and we've got to do something about these armies that they've got down here. Yeah, I think they're still huddled around the river. I can't see them right now because I pulled Mercer back. Oh, we get a perk here. We get a perk here. Let's get the flying column. We've already got the flying column perk. Okay, let's get the ambulance corps then. He gets a perk. Let's get him the flying column perk. It's going to help us with our supply issues because we are having to move around quite a bit. All right, down here in Louisiana, this army is on his way up here. He is starting to run low. He's out of supplies. Well, if we can get him up to that, if we can get him up here to Williamsburg, he should be able to get some supplies from there, and maybe we can build a supply depot. Pendleton, can you move? All right, I think he's finally starting to get where he can move. Now he's working. I'm going to let him finish the supply depot. Got flying column, that should help him. Forest up here is in pretty good shape. Longstreet's at his destination. Okay, let me bring Longstreet. Longstreet, can you get across that river? Ah, he's withdrawing too. Dang it. Dang. They've run us out of the Washington, D.C. area. Second Corps has withdrawn. I may have to withdraw back down. Yeah, he's withdrawing. He can't fight them. I may have to withdraw Second Corps. Yeah, let's slip away. Well, let's slip away. We're gonna slip away. What's he doing up here? Okay, he's still. I'm gonna bring Longstreet on back down into Northern Virginia. Longstreet, come on back down here. Glorious victory at Port Pulaski. What's that at? Oh, good. Okay, those are our Florida boys. Good deal. So we've gotten all of the forts all the way up from Florida. So we're making some progress. Now let me bring you on up into Charleston. So you head on into Charleston. We're going to start converging on what they've got in North Carolina here. Well, we were unable to take Washington, D.C. The Army of Northern Virginia was just, they weren't in good enough shape with good enough supplies to take it. We may be able to park the Army of Shenandoah over here in western Maryland, in Frederick, Maryland. I think we may be able to do that. He's in bad shape too. But I can transfer more divisions to him. He's starting to take Frederick over here. Once he takes Frederick, I'm going to park him in Frederick. And I may give him a division from... I may give him one of Longstreet's divisions. Yeah. And we're just going to be a headache to them in western Maryland for now. And we're going to have to guard for them. They don't have much to come after us with, but they did manage to run us out of Washington. All right, so we're withdrawing. We're pulling on back into Northern Virginia. It was worth a shot. We definitely made them think about it. Once we get the army resupplied and back in decent shape, we may give it another shot. Okay, Hill is at his destination. That's fine. Let's bring... Yeah, that's fine. Let's bring General Lee down here. General Lee, come on back down here. Hampton, come on back down the road down here. And we're going to build a supply depot for you. Actually, no. Halt that order. I want you to stay where you are. We're gonna hold on to Alexandria. We're gonna hold on to these forts here. I don't want to give these forts up. Third Corps, can you come up? Yeah, come on up. Third Corps, come up. We're going to build another supply depot. The Army of Tennessee is in contact with Forrest's Corps of Army of Tennessee. What has he got? He's got 21,000 men. We've got 17,000 men. Huh. Now that might be an interesting battle right there. We've got 18,000 men. He's got 21,000 men. He's got about 3,000 more men than me. But I think he is not going to be well supplied. Who's this General Grant? Who is this? This is Washburn. I'm going to fight this. Our reinforcements are 6 hours and 11 hours away, though. I'm going to fight this battle. I think this may be the last battle for tonight. Or I call it a night, but I do want to defeat this army. It looks like they're coming after me. So I'm going to have to try and hold on until Pemberton can get there with his reinforcements. General Washburn is coming after us. Now, if I get all of my reinforcements on the field, I'm going to outnumber him, but my reinforcements are going to be late because that's Pemberton's army. And remember, Pemberton is not able to move his army very fast. His army is in bad shape, so it's going to take him a little while to get to us. So we're going to have to try and hold on till he gets to us. So what we're going to do here is, okay, there's the objective right there. And they're going to be coming down this main road there. Huh. We want to do here. I guess we'll just defend. Yeah, we'll defend this area here. We'll get on these little ridges here. Ooh, here's a nice hill right here. Pretty nice hill. I don't think I want him having that hill. Don't know how he's going to come, though. May not have a choice. He's probably going to come down this road here. So let's set up our defense across here. All right, so let me get the army. Does not have much artillery, does he? He doesn't have much artillery at all. Only got 90 pieces there. Okay, we're going to set them on this. Put them on this field here. We'll be coming down that road. Got a lot of, I don't know. We got a lot of cavalry, and that's about it. A lot of cavalry. You guys up on that fence there. Tell you what. Get on that fence. Cavalry, get over here. They've got to come down that road. I'm pretty sure that's where they're going to be coming, down that road. Probably going to have to go ahead and dismount my cavalry. What I'm hoping is that I'll get my reinforcements before he gets to me. So I'm going to go ahead and get time ticking here. And let's just hope we get our reinforcements before they get down here. I'm going to take Roddy's little cavalry and I'm going to send him up here to guard this road just in case they start coming from that direction. At least I'll see them coming. Roddy can't, there's not much he can do anyway. He's only got 382 men. I'm going to have to blend him in with somebody else here. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're going to be coming down this road here. Yeah, they're going to just come straight down this highway, straight into us there. Straight into Greer and Maxey. Go ahead and dismount you guys. Go ahead and dismount you guys. I'm going to try my hand at building some breastworks here. What I wanted to do. Cannot figure out how to do the breastworks. Don't know how to do them. Just, it makes no sense. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Do I left click? Well, I'm not doing this right. Okay, I'm going to right click. Okay, something seems to be coming there. We build that. That work? I don't know. Don't know what I just did. Don't know if that worked or not. I don't understand. I have to left click again. Is that right? What? Oh my lord. I don't know. I hear the sound, but I don't know if it's working or not. Let's try this again. Okay. I swear this makes no sense. Okay, right click. What? Oh, that didn't work. Right click. Right click. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm not doing right here. Right click. Left click. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm going to speed up time here as we wait for them to. I can't figure out. The breastworks is not intuitive at all. I keep telling myself I'm going to Google it. and figure out how to do it, but it's not. Okay, there's something there. No, no, that's not. There's nothing. There's no breastworks. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know how to do it. It is not intuitive. That's all I can say about it. Now, I really need my reinforcements because if I don't get my reinforcements, I'm going to get my butt stomped here. But fortunately, they've got a long way to march, and they're going to be very tired when they get here. But even without doing anything, they are defeating us. We're sitting at a defeat right now. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Hold on. Let's slow this down. Maybe I can take them on one brigade at a time. Maybe. Boys, come on up here. Come on up here. These boys have got to be tired. There's 2,500 of them. I need my reinforcements. Forrest, Pendleton, I need you to get here, man. All right, here they come. All right, he's stopping. He's stopping to think about it, waiting on his buddies to come along. On up to that fence, please. You come up to there. What I should probably do is charge this guy, because my men are rested and he's tired. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait on my reinforcements. Now, that's what General Lee would do. I guarantee you General Lee'd be charging these guys at that one brigade right now. He wouldn't let that opportunity pass by. All right, let's get my artillery up here closer. I thought I already had you closer. Now, he actually has the high ground, but I've got a good defensive spot here. Oh, what do we got going on over here? Looks like he may be filling out that way over there. Come on, General Pemberton. I need you to come on now. The longer he waits, the more chance I have of getting my reinforcements. And he's going to have to bust through. He's trying to get his army together. Okay, we're just going to wait. Going to speed up time here as we wait. I should have ganged up on that brigade. I missed an opportunity there. I should have went General Lee on him. It's too late now because he's got his backup brigades are getting within range to help him. I knew what I should have done. I should have gotten him. I should have bum rushed that guy, but now Yeah, I missed that opportunity. Missed it. If I bum rush him now, his backup guys will get there just in time to save him. I guess I thought they were closer. I didn't realize they were as far back as they were, but now we're in trouble if we don't get our reinforcements. Now we are in trouble. All I have are these cavalry brigades, and they're already struggling. Okay, you guys go ahead and dismount. Get ready to help. Gonna have a hard time flanking me though. Here he comes. Here he comes. In there. Boys, get closer. You boys get closer. Within range. These guys are within range. They're just feeling us out. Where's he going? Is that one of his commanders or one of my commanders? And one of his commanders. No, wait, where? My commander. Why are you going that direction to give an order? Really? Did you really do that? I guess he did, didn't he? Okay, they are flanked now. They're out of his range. You boys, come on up. Flank them. You boys come out. Flank them. Come out and get them too. Bringing everybody up now. Pendleton, where are you? I need you. He was going to come within 11 hours, so he should be coming. I'd love to run these guys off if I could. You guys, come on back. Back out of there. You're fixing to get flanked. I want you to get flanked. Come on back. Come on back out of there. They don't have the range. You come on back too. Come on back. The only one that's got any kind of range to take these guys on. Come on back to your fence line, please. Last break over here. Jabril, don't you break on. He's broken on me. Dang it. Jabril, don't you break on me. He's broken. Alright, we just lost Jabril. Jackson, come back to this position. Pemberton, where are you? I need you. I shouldn't have sent Jabril out there like that. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. His morale is gone. Let's just buy time, boys. Let's buy time. Back up. They don't seem to be in a hurry, so that's fine. The longer they wait, the more time it gives us for Pemberton to arrive with his entire corps. The Brill did not do anything for me. Nothing. I just lost 1,700 men because of him. Where's Forrest at? Forrest, I need you to get over here and get him back in the fight, please. About to lose Gardner, too. Gardner, back up. Back up. At end of day. All right, where is Pendleton? Do I have Pendleton yet? Wheeler has arrived. Okay, so Wheeler is here with his little corps of cavalry. Okay, that's good news. Wheeler, let's bring you in. Yeah, let's bring you into their rear. Come. Okay, he can't. Let me set you up on this highway here. So Wheeler is here. He's going to help. We're still waiting on Pemberton. Pemberton's not here yet. DeBrill, are you back in the fight? He's unstable. But I can use him as a backup, maybe. So I'm going to put you right back here. All right. Okay, they did not really remaneuver. So let's bring Wheeler. Let's bring Wheeler down to this intersection, and maybe we can come in behind them and mess them up. If they don't pick up the pace of their attack, they're going to give Pemberton a chance to get here. And then they're going to be in trouble. They're trying to get their army in perfect position to make an assault. They don't realize time is against them, apparently. We got Wheeler coming in behind them. They're not going to like that when they got somebody behind them. Come on, boys. Y'all got to hold now. Just hold the line. Just hold the line, boys. Hold the line. Brigade there is fixing to cross the creek. They are definitely coming at us. Burrell, you're gonna have to come out here, man. I'm sorry, but you gotta get in this fight. Wheeler, you gotta hurry. Okay. And dismount. Jackson. They're coming. Hold, boys. I need you to hold now. We're waiting on Pemberton. Come on, Pemberton. And when you get here, don't be too far away. When they hit me, they're going to hit me hard. I'm going to have to do a fighting withdrawal for sure. Gang up on this guy right here, Engelman's brigade. We'll be coming within range here soon. You to dismount. All right, he's fixing to be in range. We're going to gang up on him with 2 brigades. He tries to cross that creek. Come on, boys. I know you can get him. Let's get him. Just shoot him. You did not have to run that far forward, but whatever. Didn't like that at all. That turned him. Forrest, where are you going? Get back over here. Back over here, Forrest. I do not want to lose General Forrest. Is that Pemberton's arrived? Awesome. Okay, let me pause this for just a second. Pemberton, where are you? He is right behind us, too. That is freaking awesome. Is that all you've got? All right, Pemberton. That's what? That's all you've got? 2,000 men from his entire corps. Oh my God. Okay, that's shenanigans right there. Don't get that at all. I don't know where the rest of his corps is. He should be showing up with about 15,000 men. Lost 350 men. They're about to retreat. They've lost 400 men. They're not going to take that for long. They're about to retreat. 161. Gardner's lost 217 men. Come on, boys. Retreat now. Y'all got to fall back. They just will not break, though. Not break. Wheeler. Wharton. Come on down the road. I need you to hurry. All right, here comes Pemberton's corps. Now we're starting to get a core together. This is what we're talking about right here. Yeah, get your core on up here, Pemberton. Now we're sitting on a victory. I was scared there for a second. I was about to call shenanigans. These guys will not break. They've lost 700 men. They still will not break. How many range? It's only lost 270. He's fine. Range, I am going to bring you back. Do a fighting withdrawal. That's fine. They're already retreating. I got to be careful with Wheeler. Wheeler's going to be exposed. Don't want him turning around and pouncing on Wheeler. Okay, Pemberton should start bringing his core forward now. I'm going to speed up time a little bit while Pemberton gets organized. Richmond is coming with the brigade over here. My left. Jackson and DeBril are going to have to hold him off. Okay, Wharton, bring your men on around the intersection. Come in behind them, please. Pemberton, how are you doing back here? You're finally moving. Why are you going that way? No, just come this way, please. Complete confusion with Pemberton's corps. All right, he's trying my left over here. Gonna let these guys fall back. Fall back, boys. Then I'm gonna turn Gardner. Gardner, turn. Rebel, fall back. Fall back. Okay, the last time I tried to do that with him, he broke on me. Very unstable. I want you to do a fighting withdrawal, Rebel. Yeah, just like that. Right, we've got multiple flanks on him now. He didn't like that at all. I'm going to try general assaults here. Rebel, you did a good job. Worried about Rebel. Pendleton, oh my goodness. We've got complete confusion with him. That's fine. Let's get this brigade over here in position. Get up there as quick as you can and help my left flank, please. Rebel, I don't trust Rebel. On him. are you doing back here? Forward. Fixing to smash into somebody with Wheeler. Where are you going? Get up this road. Oh my goodness. Alright, the battle has shown up started now. Forest Corps is holding the line until Pemberton can get there. Well, let me get you over here further to the left. Feel pretty confident about these guys here on the right. Yeah, they're doing well on the right. It's my left that I'm a little worried about right now. It's where these cavalry, it's where I've got these cavalry brigades. I've got to get some help over there to them. I don't know why you're going that way. I don't know why these guys are coming through here. Come on, boys. Get in place now. Harrison. Alright, they see 2nd Brigade. Montgomery's brigade. Just make them think about what's going on behind them. Hold the line, boys. Hold the line. How's Greer doing? He's lost 200 men. Maxey has only lost 116 men. Raines has lost 300 men. Raines, pull up to your fence line, please. Gardner, attack those guys, please. I don't know why it's taking Jackson so long to get there. Jackson, where are your men at? Jackson, will you please move? He hasn't gotten his orders yet, that's why he can't move. No. Halt. Not what I wanted you to do. Trail's not doing much for me, right? Right? Why are you... What are you doing? Right, get up here. Get Jackson to move. Jackson still has not gotten his orders yet. Because, why? Because somebody's way back here. Pemberton's way back there, for one thing. Pemberton, get your tail up here. Trimble. Oh my goodness. Why are you going that way? Trimble, get up here. Is in place to charge somebody. Gardner. Gardner, come on, fall back, Gardner. Fall back. Fighting withdrawal. You've lost enough. You've lost enough men, Gardner. Gardner's falling back. Jackson is finally moving forward. His brigade. Wright is about to move forward. Gardner, keep falling back, please. Their attack is falling apart. Jackson, good, good. You've got long-range weapons. Let's bring this cavalry back. Fighting withdrawal, boys. You did well. You held the line. Right, you come on up that way. We got here. We've got Trapier's brigade. Trapier has done very well for me in times past. Trapier, I want you to come over here. May use you for a cavalry charge here shortly. What is this? Right, you should be in position. Gardner, let's get you over here. Please tell me the rest of these guys are coming. Oh my goodness, they're stuck out in the middle of the forest. I don't know, there's no making this battle really rough for us. Jackson saving the day. Lost men in that brigade. Bates. What's up, Bates? cold steel. Morrell, fall back. Morrell with a fighting retreat. I think he's done enough. Against that unit, we're going to send bait in after him. It's been a bloody battle right here, I tell you. Okay, you guys focus on them. They are retreating. Okay, good deal. Battle of Savannah. Alright, I'm going to speed this up to 10 speed. I'm going to let him go. Let's let him go, boys. Just let him go. Okay, that was an important battle. That should free up everybody from North Mississippi. That should run off all of the Union troops from North Mississippi and North Alabama across Tennessee. Because we had that one Union corps that was in North Mississippi and Corinth that we wanted to run off. This battle here should do it for us. Should do it for us. So the only army that we have left in the South is the army in North Carolina, I believe, is all we got left. And we've got an army off the coast of southern Mississippi in the Gulf of Mexico. They've lost 6,000 men. We lost 3,000 men, 2-1. I was a little worried about that battle. I was wondering if Pendleton was going to get there. And when he did get there, his army was in complete confusion. And they were not getting to the front in a timely manner. And I was kind of worried about it. Major General Trimble has become famous. Wait, then it says, oh, Harris has fallen in disgrace. Dang it. All right, I'm going to have to do something about Harrison. That really messes up the cohesion of an army when you've got a general that his men are not happy with. All right, now that was an important battle. That's going to, yeah, that's going to help us in North Mississippi right there. So this army here is going to have to withdraw. We still got these guys over here, the Army of the Tennessee. This is some of Grant's command, but I've got Johnston coming up through central Mississippi to deal with them. Now we've also got some stuff down here, 13th Corps with 16,000 men. Ooh, I did not see that army. Okay, I need you to halt. I've got to get you some reinforcements down here. You only have 11,000 men. Well, pooh then. I did not realize they had an army out here in the middle of nowhere. Okay, we're going to have to deal with them next time. Going to have to deal with them. I may have to bring Johnston with his Army of Mississippi, some of his divisions over here to deal with this army here. And we've still got the Army of the Tennessee floating around North Mississippi. This is Grant's army that we ran out of Vicksburg area. So he is congregating around Memphis, and he's starting to try and expand out from Memphis. So we got to deal with them. And we've also got to deal with, we've still got to deal with North Carolina. Still got to deal with the issues in North Carolina. And we got ran out of the Washington, D.C. area. So we're back in Alexandria across the Potomac River, and we're trying to regroup there. So that's where we are, but I think we're winning the war. I think so. At least it looks like we are on the status bar up here. So it's been very challenging. I have really been enjoying this. I've been enjoying this much more than the first playthrough when I started in 1861. I thought that was kind of easy. This has definitely been much more challenging, much more challenging. So I'm going to get this uploaded to YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube or if you're watching later on Twitch, please check out my YouTube channel, Mechawatt on YouTube. This is an ongoing series that I have uploaded there, so you can catch this from the very first episode, as well as many of the other series that I do. I have them all on my YouTube channel, Mechawatt on YouTube. So please check that out and subscribe to me. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.